awesome video today, guys. Now we are gonna take a closer look at some of the most beautiful kukuris that I have ever seen, and these kukuris are made by a guy in Nepal called Barun, and Barun was a former co-worker at the Khukuri house in Nepal, but got some ambition and wants to make his own company. And what they are throwing out from the shop is just unbelievable beautiful. Now these are the type of guys that I love to do reviews on my channel here, because they inspire me to just get better. So why don't we just dig in and have a closer look at this, guys.
The only limitations are those you set up in your own mind. There is no such thing as impossible. If you can believe it, then you can achieve it.
Limitations? There are no such thing as limitations. The only thing holding you back is yourself. Your own views of what is and what is not possible.
It's easy to get deflated when others don't believe in you, especially those that might be close to you. There are always going to be those that say it can't be done. Their thoughts and their feelings will beat you down. They will knock you down to the ground. But I'll tell you what you're gonna do. You will get back up on your feet, because you know there is more inside you than they will ever know. You know your greatness. They know nothing. They don't know your courage. You know. They don't know the fight in you. You know. They don't know the sacrifices you are willing to make. You know.
Yes. Welcome to Woodsman's Knife channel, guys. Now I have really been looking forward to this here, because if you have been following my channel, you know that I'm a big Rambo knife fan, and I'm a big ass Khukuri knife fan. I have been spending a lot of time out in the field working with kukuris, and kukuris are, in my opinion, some of the best survival knives. Do all kind of stuff knives. They are just built to be used out in the field, but these two knives here are bought for another reason, and you can check out the video before this if you want to know why I bought these two knives here. Now this is a guy, Barun, he unfollowed me on Facebook to be friends with him, and he just keeps on posting some very beautiful kukuris, and I thought to myself that I have to give that guy a chance, and I bought these two beautiful kukuris here, and I'm extremely happy about the result of these two kukuris here. They are two very different kind of kukuris, built for two different kinds of stuff. So one is more like a fighting kukuri, and the one are more like a field kukuri, but they can definitely be used as fighting kukuris, both of them. But I got the most of my kukuris are from the Khukuri house in Nepal, and they are also really expert in building kukuris. And I got some from Everest Khukuri in Nepal also, and one other company down from Nepal. I can't remember the name of them, but these two are definitely some of the best that I got. and I want to try a little bit different kinds of style this time. I want to go a little bit away from the standard Khukuris and try to have something that is a little bit more modern in the look, but still got that traditional look to them. And for me, one of the let me just say that there are a lot of companies out there who build Khukuri knives. A lot of top companies like Cold Steel and Worktough and Condor, and I can just keep going, and they are all building very awesome Khukuris. I'm not trying to tell them that I'll tell you that the Khukuri hide from Nepal are the best. They certainly are not. The big companies also know what they are doing. Trust me on that. But for me, there is just something special to have a Khukuri hand built down from Nepal. And you can just see that they have been handcrafted, and there has been a guy sitting down and hammered on the steel, and they can produce stuff like this, and that is something that I really appreciate a lot, and that means something to me, that someone has really spent a lot of hours to build my knives to me, and they are not just gonna get cut out in a CNC machine. Of course, the CNC machine are much more perfect in the looks to them. There are not any flaws or anything on those knives. And that is what you are into. Some really like the Khukuris built in the CNC machines, and I understand that, because they are also looking very great, and you are getting knives that doesn't have any kinds of mistakes on them. But for me, I personally just like to get my Khukuris from the origin country, Nepal. That means something to me, and I'm not saying that there are any kinds of flaws on the knives you are getting from them. They are not, but you can see that they are being built in hands, and that is just something that I like a lot. Now, normally when I buy Khukuris, I always go full tang. But with these two, I want to try something different. So I went with what you can call a hidden tang or red tang, and that has really shocked me how much weight that has taken off the knives. That is unbelievable. These are two massive knives. Now this one here has a blade on 13 inch, and the bigger one here has a blade on 15 inch, but they are just feeling so lightning fast in the hand. It's crazy, guys. But we are gonna take a closer look at the specs now, and see what we are looking at here, guys. So let's dive in. Alrighty, now let's take a closer look at this one here first. Now, one of the things that I really like about the Khukuris that is coming from Barun is that his sheaths are just very well built. They are just beautiful. And sometimes when you buy Khukuris from Nepal, you can be unlucky that the knife is rattling in the sheath, but not this one here. It's just going. You can see here, push a little bit, and it just sits very secure in the sheath. So yeah, absolutely one beautiful sheath. But let's take a closer look at this knife here. It got those 3 series down here. Now I don't know if I'm pronouncing that correctly, guys, and I'm not a Khukuri expert, and I'm not trying to pretend that I am. There are some guys out there that know a lot more of this than I do. I just buy them because I think they look awesome, and because I know that they are usable out in the field. But look at this. Beautiful mirror polish. And yeah, of course there are some oil on the blade, guys, and that is something that you need to be aware of when you are buying these knives here from Nepal. This 5160 steel will rust if you don't keep them oiled. I always just use some V40 to cover the blade, and that works very fine, and that's a very cheap oil, so you can just use that. And look at this beautiful rosewood handle here. And it just feels so great in the hand. Now, let's try and see how much this knife here is weighing. If I can find the right setup, and that's not it. Sorry guys, this is my I got it right in a moment. There. Yep, we got it. Okay, let's see how much this thing here actually is weighing. Okay, this comes in at 666 grams. And be aware of, guys, this is a 13-inch blade. So 666 grams is definitely not a lot. And just to show you what I mean, I can. This is one of my Khukuris that I bought from the Khukuri house down in Nepal, and this is one that I have been using very much out in the field. This is called Iraqi Freedom Khukuri, and this one here has a full tang, as you can see, and this has an 11-inch blade. And let's just see how much this thing weighs. You can see the difference. That is really a huge difference on the knife. Of course, I know that the knife is gonna be heavier when it's a full tang, and it's definitely also more robust. But if there is someone out there that I trust to build a hidden tang, a red tang knife, it's the knife makers down in Nepal, because they really know what they are doing. They are building them in this way here for hundreds and maybe thousands of years. So this is definitely, this will hold up very well, I know that. Now let's see the thickness of this guy here. And this is the thickest point, and it's 7.3 millimeters thick. And let's just see how long the knife is. And from the tip down to the handguard, it's 30.5 centimeters, and down to the rearest part of the handle, it goes exactly to 44 centimeters. So 40 centimeters overall, and it weighs 666 grams. That is unbelievable, guys, and I'm telling you, this just feels so lightning in the hands for such a big knife. I can't wait to use this knife here out in the field. But if you want to have me making a field test with these two knives here, just let me know down in the comments field, and I will do that at some point. Now, let's go on to the bigger one. And now this is really, I'm just gonna take you out in a little bit here. This is, look at this beautiful handle here, and this beautiful sheath. They are just so very well done. And again, there are absolutely no rattle in here at all. And here we have it. This is the biggest Khukuri that I own now. 15-inch blade. Look at this. And these knives here are coming in very sharp. Oops, sorry for that, guys. I can just try and as you can see there, they are hair popping sharp. Really beautiful blade. And this has a leather stacked handle with brass spaces in between, and it's just such a nice knife to hold in the hand. And again, as I told you, this is the biggest Khukuri that I got, but it just feels so lightning fast in the hand. It's unbelievable. I'm actually quite curious on how much this thing here will weigh. So let's try and find out. Look at that, 600 grams. That is just crazy for such a big knife, guys. Look at that. Now it ain't as thick as the other one. So let's try and see how thick it is. I'm just gonna take it down here at the thickest point. Almost 6.7, 6.6 millimeters. 6.7 almost. But yeah, look at this, guys. Absolutely beautiful. Beautiful Khukuri. Got that hidden cowboy down there. Very, very pointy spice up there. Let's see. The blade here. Down to the start of the guard, it's 39 centimeters. And down to the lowest point of the handle, it's 53 centimeters. So yeah, two very, very beautiful Khukuris. And that's definitely, there is some, these are two different kinds of Khukuris, and now if you are interested in buying stuff from him, I'm gonna go into that a little bit later, but just look at this, guys. These are two very, very, very gorgeous knives. I love them very, very much. So yeah. Okay, guys. Now that was just some quick specs of these two absolutely stunning, beautiful Khukuris. If you really want to see me do a field test on these knives here, please tell me down in the comments field below, and I of course will do that. I didn't bought these two knives here for field use. I bought them for some other reasons, but if you really want me to, I will do that. Okay. Now, if you are interested in buying some of Barun's Khukuris here, I'm gonna leave a link in the description to his homepage. And the homepage are not up and running quite yet, but it will be maybe tomorrow or the day after tomorrow. Okay. But I'm also gonna leave a link to his Facebook, so you can get in contact in there. And that was the way that I talked to him. That was through Facebook and Messenger, and that is always the way that I prefer to deal with custom knife makers. That is through Messenger and Facebook, because I want them to send me some progress pictures of the knives, so that just makes the experience much better, in my opinion, that you can see how the progress is going and stuff like that. So I'm gonna leave all those links down in the description, so you can get into contact with him if you want to do that. Now, it has been a while since I have done some Rambo knife reviews, and there are two awesome videos coming up. We got an absolutely beautiful Daniela Morio mission knife on the way. It can be here, I guess it will be here in a week, maybe two, and we are gonna make an awesome review and field test on that knife. I promise you that, guys. And we got some beautiful Michael Perry sheets on the way to the channel. Michael Perry is the one who makes my sheath, and he is one of the best out there in my opinion. And he has done two very beautiful sheaths to me. Next weekend we are gonna take a closer look at the Rambo tree knife from Hollywood Collectibles. I got the old version and I just got the new version. And there are some very important differences on these two knives that we are gonna take a closer look at next weekend. So hang on there, guys. We are gonna make a Rambo weekend next weekend. So yeah, thank you for watching. I am Bushman. I see you in Valhalla. Until next video. Bye bye.